Sinubukan man ng mga hamon ng ating bansa noong nakaraang taon, hindi tayo nagpatinag at kinaya nating bumangon para harapin ang kinabukasan. Sa pagpasok ng 2015, sabay-sabay nating harapin ang panibagong pag-asa at simulan ang mas higit pang mapayapa at maayos na pamumuhay para sa ikauunlad nating lahat. Magandang umaga and Happy New Year Pilipinas! Ako po si Carla Lizardo. Nandito po ako sa Palasyo ng Malacañan para ihatid sa inyo live ang Vandenure na handog ni Pangulong Benigno Aquino III para sa ating diplomatic community. Ginaganap po ang Vandenure taon-taon dito sa Palasyo upang markahan ang bagong taon at upang ipahayag ng Pangulo ang layunin na lalo pang pagtibayan ang foreign relations ng Pilipinas sa iba't ibang mga bansa. Nagmula ito sa French word na ibig sabihin ay wine of honor. 2 beses po ito ginaganap sa ating bansa. Ang una ay tuwing Enero sa pagsisimula ng taon at ang isa naman ay Araw ng Kalayaan tuwing ika-12 ng Hunyo. Gaya ng nakalipas na taon, isasagawa po ang seremonyang ito sa umaga, hindi tulad ng dati kung saan ginagawa ito tuwing hapon o tuwing gabi. Marami tayong in-expect na VIP na dadalo dito sa palasyo ngayong umaga. Kabilang sa mga pangunahing bisita sa okasyong ito ay ang diplomatic community na pinangungunuhan ni Archbishop Giuseppe Pinto, ang Apostolic Nuncio o siya ang kinatawan ng Vatican sa Pilipinas. Inaasahan din po ang pagdating ng mga miyembro ng gabinete, mga senador, iba pang high-ranking officials sa bansa at pinuno ng iba't ibang international organizations. Ngayon panuorin natin kung ano ang sinabi ni DSWD Secretary Denki Soleman. Ma'am, ano po ba yung masasabi niyo na significance ng event na ito para sa ating bansa?
Well, unang-una, ito ay taunang ginagawa ng ating gobyerno para pahigpitin at paigtingin ang ating relasyon sa iba't ibang mga bansa na ating kaalyado. Ito ay mahalaga sapagkat ating binibigyang puri ang kanilang pakikiisa sa atin at ang atin ding pakikiisa sa mga demokratikong prinsipyo ng iba't ibang bansa na nandito. Kaya talagang taon-taon, kumbaga ay binibigyang panahon ng ating Pangulo at ng ating kabuuang gobyerno na kilalanin at pagpugay ang ating relasyon sa iba't ibang bansa.
Of course, very excited tayo for 2015. Ano po ba yung mga plano ng TSWD para sa 2015?
Para sa 2015, atin pang palalawakin at paiigtingin ang ating mga trabaho sa pagpuksa ng kahirapan. Tayo po ay magdadagdag sa Pantawid Pamilyang Pilipino Program ng mga dating hindi kasama, lalong-lalo na ang mga nakatira sa kalsada at mga katutubo sa malalayong lugar. Tayo rin ho ay magkakaroon ng pangalawang survey para matukoy kung sino ang mahirap, ang near poor o malapit sa kahirapan at hindi mahirap. Nang sa ganon, talagang tutok ang ating mga programa sa pagtulong sa ating mga kababayan.
Secretary, baka meron na lang po kayong
Vice
message
President
para sa ating mga
Jejomar
manonood.
Binay.
Well, unang-una, tayo ho ay humaharap sa napakagandang taon, magandang mga balita, lalong-lalo na sa pagbisita ng Santo Papa bilang sinyales na kinikilala
Senate
ang
President
ating
Franklin
bansa
Drilon
ng
and
Santo
Mrs.
Papa
Drilon.
na isang mahalagang bahagi ng pagsisigurado ng kapayapaan. So atin pong pagdasal, ating makiisa tayo na ang kanyang pagbisita ay maging matagumpay, ligtas at tunay na makapagbibigay ng biyaya sa ating bansa.
Maraming salamat po. And Happy New Year. Okay, so once again, we heard from Secretary Denki Soleman ng
Executive Secretary
DSWD.
Paquito Ochoa Jr.
Formal na pangungunahan ni Pangulong Aquino ang pagsisimula ng pagdiriwang sa pagtanggap niya sa mga
His
panauhin.
Excellency Archbishop
Isa-isang
Giuseppe
ipakikilala
Pinto
sa
P.
Pangulo ang
Palucio.
mga pangunahing bisita habang nakikipagkamay sa kanila. So yan po ang nakikita natin ngayon. Magbibigay
His
ng
Excellency
mensahe si
Christian
Pangulong
Anthony
Aquino
Viruno,
na susundan ng pagsasagawa
Ambassador,
ng
Independent
Wine
State
of
of Papua
Honor.
New Guinea.
Kasunod nito ang pag-toast ni Pangulo kay Archbishop Pinto at kay Foreign
Her
Affairs
Excellency,
Secretary
dating
Albert
Paduka
Del
Malala
Rosario
Lima
habang
Yusof,
ang iba namang mga
Ambassador,
bisita ay
Brunei
sabay-sabay na
Darussalam.
itataas ang kanilang mga wine glasses. Pagkatapos nito ay siya naman nating maririnig ang mensahe
His
mula kay
Excellency
Archbishop
Ahmed
Giuseppe
Raita
Pinto.
Ali, Ambassador, Republic of Djibouti.
Kinikilala ang tradisyong ito sa ating bansa bilang isang mahalaga na diplomatic event. Dito na ipapahayag ng Pangulo ang layunin na lalo pang pagtibayin ang foreign relations ng Pilipinas sa iba't ibang mga nasyon. Mahalaga ang pagpapalitan ng toast ni Pangulong Aquino at ng Papal Nuncio dahil kumakatawan ito sa pagkakasundo at pagbubuklod ng pamahalaan at diplomatic community. Ang Papal Nuncio ang nagsisilbing din ng diplomatic corps dahil ayon na rin sa tradisyon kung ang bansa ay isang Catholic country, ang Papal Nuncio ang itatakdang pinuno ng mga envoys. Kanina, nasaksihan natin ang isa-isang pagsalubong ni Pangulong Aquino ang mga pangunahing bisita sa music room. Yan po ang nagaganap ngayon na noon pa man ay nakasanayan ng gawin ng kanyang ina na si Pangulong Cory Aquino. Nagsimula ang ganitong kasanayan noong panahon pa ng pananakop ng mga Amerikano. Unang ipinagdiriwang ng mga dating Gobernador General ang New Year's reception sa palasyo ng Malacañan.
His Excellency,
Nagpatuloy ito hanggang sa mabuwag ang Gobernador General at mapalitan ng opisina ng High Commissioner to the Philippines na sa ngayon ay tinatawag nating Embassy of the United States of America. Samantala, simula nung may tatag ang Commonwealth sa Pilipinas, sabay nang ginanap ang okasyong ito sa dalawang lugar, isa sa palasyo ng Malacañang kung saan tayo ngayon na pinangungunahan ng Pangulo at isa naman sa Mansion House sa Baguio City na sinisimulan naman ng High Commissioner. At ngayon magsisimula na ang ating programa, so let's turn you over.
His Excellency Walid Ahmad Al-Kandari, Ambassador of the State of Kuwait. Her Excellency Malayev Sakoninhom, Ambassador of the Lao People's Democratic Republic. His Excellency Prasas Vinichay, Ambassador, Kingdom of Thailand, and Madam Prasas Vinichay. His Excellency Ali Asghar Mohammadi, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Iran. Her Excellency Constantina Coliu, Ambassador of the Hellenic Republic. His Excellency Jassim Ali Abdullah Al Obaidli, Ambassador of the State of Qatar. His Excellency Gilles Garachon, Ambassador of the French Republic, and Madame Isabelle Garachon. His Excellency Hirubalan VP, Ambassador of the Republic of Singapore, and Madame Mano Hirubalan. His Excellency George Ney de Sousa Fernandez, Ambassador of the Federative Republic of Brazil, and Madame Selmi Matias Fernandez. His Excellency Akinyemi Farunbi, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and Madame Evelyn Farunbi. His Excellency Lee Hyuk, Ambassador, Republic of Korea, and Madame Wasun Won. His Excellency Juvencio de Jesus Martins, Ambassador of the Democratic Republic of Timor-Leste. His Excellency Major General John Gomez, Ambassador of the People's Republic of Bangladesh, and Madame Gomez. His Excellency Jerome Clo Weah, Ambassador, Republic of Cote d'Ivoire, and Madame Weah. His Excellency Francois Obida, Burkina Faso. His Excellency Somahun DC Rufin, Republic of Benin. His Excellency Dato Mohammed Samri bin Mohammed Qasim, Ambassador of Malaysia, and Madam Natin Masita binti Alang Ahmad. Her Excellency Tuo Panya, Ambassador, Kingdom of Cambodia. His Excellency Massimo Roscigno, Ambassador, Republic of Italy, and Madame Agnes Ventura Roscigno. His Excellency Mahmoud Mustafa Ahmed, Ambassador of the Arab Republic of Egypt. His Excellency Mahamane El Haji Banya Toure, Ambassador, Republic of Mali. Her Excellency Yongor S. Telewonda, Ambassador, Republic of Liberia. His Excellency Josef Mullner, Ambassador of the Republic of Austria, and Madame Kai Wang. His Excellency Roland van Remurtelli, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Belgium, and Madame Sylvia Tai. His Excellency Yi Myint Ong, Ambassador of the Republic of the Union of Myanmar, and Madame San San Tun. His Excellency Chung Chi-jung, Ambassador of the Social Republic of Ambassador of the Social Republic of Vietnam, and Madame Din Thi Thung Hong. His Excellency Neil Reeder, Ambassador of Canada, and Madame Irene Reeder. His Excellency Philip Goldberg, Ambassador of the United States of America. His Excellency Safdar Hayat, Ambassador of the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. His Excellency Lal Duth Lana Ralte, Ambassador of the Republic of India, and Madame Lal Tansiki Ralte. His Excellency Munter Mahfoud Salem Al Manteri, Ambassador of the Sultanate of Oman. His Excellency Zhao Jinhua, Ambassador of the People's Republic of China. His Excellency Johnny Lumintang, Ambassador of the Republic of Indonesia. His Excellency Thomas Ozovsky, Ambassador of the Federal Republic of Germany. His Excellency Luis Antonio Calvo Castaño, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Spain, and Madame Maria Carrasco Gomez. His Excellency Luis Lilio, Ambassador of the Republic of Chile, and Madame Toni Lian Patchett. His Excellency Ephraim Ben Matityaw, Ambassador of the State of Israel. His Excellency Jan Top Christensen, Ambassador, Kingdom of Denmark, and Dr. Q. Fung. His Excellency Eric Forner, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Norway, and Madame Forner. His Excellency Kazuhide Ishikawa, Ambassador of Japan, and Madame Yuko Ishikawa. His Excellency Roberto Sebastián Bosch Esteves, Ambassador of the Argentine Republic. His Excellency Rolando Aníbal Guevara Alvarado, Ambassador of the Republic of Panama, and Madam Kathy Garcia Varela. Her Excellency Maria Cristina Teresia Dirks, Ambassador of the Kingdom of the Netherlands, and Mr. Joseph Lorenz Ijsermans. His Excellency Marthinus Nicolas Slabber, Republic of South Africa. His Excellency Guy Ledoux, Ambassador of the European Union, and Madame Margaret Ledoux. Her Excellency Odelia Gregorio Arroyo, Ambassador of the Sovereign Military Order of Malta. Mr. Abubakar Atawil, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the State of Libya. Mr. Fernando Miguel, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Republic of Angola. Mr. Ngirikli Bowles, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Republic of Palau, and Madame Bowles. Mr. Justin Allen, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of New Zealand. Mr. David Dutton, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of Australia. Mr. Christian Peter Clay Mendoza, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the United Mexican States. Mr. Jan Vitopil, Chargé d'Affaires of the Embassy of the Czech Republic. Mr. Bernard Kebla, Country Representative, United Nations Commissioner for Refugees. Mr. Pravin Agrawal, Country Representative and Director of the United Nations World Food Program. Mr. Jose Luis Fernandez, Country Representative of the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Dr. Julie Lynn Hall, Country Director of the World Health Organization. Mr. Fakhrundin Azizi, Country Representative of the United Nations Industrial Development Organization. Mr. Motoo Konishi, Country Director of the World Bank. Mr. Jesse Ang, Resident Representative of the International Finance Corporation. Mr. Pascal Moshle, Head of Delegation of the International Committee of the Red Cross. Mr. Marco Boasso, Chief of Mission of the International Organization for Migration. And Mr. Klaus Beck, from the United Nations Population Fund. Thank you, Mr. President.
Again, may we request our guests to please clear the center aisle. Thank you.
Formal na pangungunahan ni Pangulong Aquino ang pagsisimula ng pagdiriwang sa pagtanggap Tanggap niya sa
Excellencies,
mga panauhin.
ladies and gentlemen,
Isa-isang
His
ipapakilala ni
Excellency
Pangulo sa
Benigno
Pangulo
S.
ang-
Aquino III, President of the Republic of the Philippines. Please remain standing for the Philippine National Anthem.
Vice President Jejo Marbinay, Senate President Franklin Relon, Chief Justice Maria Lourdes Sereno, Secretary Albert Del Rosario, His Excellency Archbishop Giuseppe Pinto, Excellencies of the Diplomatic Corps, Executive Secretary Paquito Ochoa, members of the Cabinet present, honorable members of the Senate, the House of Representatives, and the Judiciary, heads of the international organizations, His Eminence Archbishop Luis Antonio Cardinal Tagle, AFP Chief of Staff General Gregorio Catapang, and the major service commanders, PNP Chief Deputy Director General Leonardo Espina, representatives from the business sector and the non-government organizations, honored guests, fellow workers in government, mga minamahal ko pong kababayan, magandang umaga po sa inyo lahat. There are times when my cabinet members meet with me to discuss very complex problems with no apparent solutions. These are the times I remind them that if there comes a time when there are no more problems left to be solved, then this will be our new problem. Or then life will become boring. I also remind them that if you can have everything you want, when you want it, the exact way you want it, then we would already be in heaven and not on this earth. When we look back on 2014, or when we look forward to our prospects in 2015, it becomes clear we are very much on this earth. Be it the tensions in the West brought about by the problems in the Ukraine, the increasingly erratic weather patterns brought about by global climate change, issues regarding the price of oil and the world market, the threat of pandemics like MERS, coronavirus, or Ebola, or selfish and senseless acts of violence as witnessed in Pakistan, Australia, Canada, or most recently in France. There are indeed many problems confronting us. Having said this, we must also never forget how the vast majority of the world has responded to such trials. Instead of being daunted or wallowing in fear, we have chosen to hope. Instead of being divided by hatred, we have chosen to stand together and link arms in order to alleviate the suffering and despair of others. As President, I will never forget how the world reached out to the Philippines when we were affected by typhoons Haiyan and Hagupit and by other natural disasters. I will never forget how the global community has come together to fight climate change, including the example of His Holiness Pope Francis, who is expected to issue an encyclical on climate change and the imperative for all of humanity to take action. In facing the problems common to all of us, it has become clear that we can no longer look at complex issues and situations with a parochial mindset. Now more than ever, the truism of the saying, united we stand, divided we fall, comes to the forefront. We are responsible for our world and its future, whether in combating climate change and its effects or in fighting inequality, or in taking a stand against terrorism and instability. The time to act is now. We can work together, each person and each country doing its part to collectively solve all these issues. Or we can think only of ourselves, thereby allowing these challenges to grow more convoluted and more insurmountable until we are all consumed by them. Looking around this hall today, I am heartened by the presence of our friends and partners from other nations and from different sectors of Philippine society. Many times over the past few years, we have been able to demonstrate our unity. I am confident that so long as we continue to work together, there is no hurdle that we cannot surpass, no challenge we cannot overcome, no promise we cannot fulfill. With this, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to propose a toast. To those who have long been our friends and partners, may we deepen our relationships towards uplifting all our peoples. To my colleagues in government, may we continue to serve the Filipino to the fullest of our abilities with dedication, integrity, and true compassion. To my countrymen known for their resilience, optimism, and genuine kindness, may we continue to draw strength from each other as we tread the straight path. And to all those working tirelessly towards the collective advancement of humanity, may we continue to choose the path of solidarity. May we never lose our trust in each other. And may the Lord Almighty provide us with fortitude and guidance as we forge a better world together.
Your Excellency, Mr. President, I have the distinct honor of giving expression to the sentiments of the heads of diplomatic missions and international organizations accredited to the government of the Republic of the Philippines, gathered today at Malacañan Palace for these traditional New Year's greetings. Your kind invitation renews the bonds of friendship and collaboration between the Philippines and the many nations and international organizations. To you, Mr. President, to the Honorable Vice President Jojomar Binay, to the Honorable Leaders of the Senate and the House of Representatives, to the Honorable Chief of Justice and the Honorable Cabinet Secretaries, cordial best wishes for a 2015 favorable to the achievement of the purposes established by the Executive in the areas of public finances, infrastructure, international trade, labor, and education, and particularly in the work for peace. Another year closes, marked by natural disasters, with their high toll in terms of human lives, damage to economic activity, and to the environment. This time, however, the destructive forces of the typhoons and the heavy rains were met by an effective response of prevention, resulting in a significant reduction in the number of victims. Mr. President, the commitment of your government to restore a dignified life to the people affected by calamities continues with greater assurances, as you have affirmed in the State of the Nation address of 2014. Our work is not done. There are still many houses that need to be reconstructed. Many more of our countrymen need to be assisted in getting back on their own feet. The work to build back better for all those affected by Yolanda continues. When hostile nature forces sow pain and discouragement, the desire to start over becomes stronger. Unity between individuals and groups increases and unthought goals can be achieved. Among the objectives of the government is the drafting of the basic law which will establish the new autonomous region in Mindanao, implementing the comprehensive peace agreement on the Bangsamoro, signed in Manila on the 27th of March last year. Certainly, a process of consultation as well as an honest and transparent dialogue among stakeholders will facilitate a positive outcome of the legislative work. The new year opens its doors on extraordinary events: the apostolic visit of the Holy Father Pope Francis and the Asia-Pacific Economic Cooperation Forum 2015. Both events will give the world the opportunity to know more of the Philippines and the amazing creativity of its inhabitants. This year, the Filipinos will not only be connected to the World Wide Web as netizens, they will actually be active players and protagonists. Mr. President, to you, to the Secretary of the Department of Foreign Affairs, and his collaborators, whom we thank for their value assistance in our work, and to all those who share with you the honor and the responsibility of the government of the Philippines, the Diplomatic Corps conveys its fervent wishes to see the fruits of their labors for the benefit of their fellow citizens. Let us now raise our glasses to toast a new year of peace and greater prosperity for the Filipino people and for the well-being of His Excellency Benigno S. Aquino III. Happy New Year 2015, Manigong Bagong Taon Mabuhay.
Narinig na po natin ang mensahe ni Pangulong Benigno Aquino III at ng Papal Nuncio Archbishop Giuseppe Pinto. Sa kanilang mga mensahe, idiniin nila ang kahalagahan ng pagtutulungan ng iba't ibang mga bansa laban sa kasalukuyang hinaharap na mga problema ng mundo, katulad ng sakit, kahirapan at karahasan. Pinasalamatan rin ni Pangulo ang global community sa patuloy nilang pagtulong sa Pilipinas sa oras ng pangangailangan ng ating bansa. Sa mga panahon na ito, importante na hindi maging makasarili dahil ang tunay na pag-asa at pag-unlad ay manggagaling sa pagkakaisa. Balikan po natin ang history nitong Honneur celebration. Noong administrasyon nila Pangulong Manuel Quezon at Manuel Rojas, isinasagawa ang New Year's reception tuwing unang araw rin ng Enero. Gawa ng espesyal nitong kahulugan sa lumang katolikong kalendaryo. Ito'y sinasabing araw ng kapistahan ng mga taong nangangalang Manuel. Pagkatapos ng kanilang administrasyon, inilipat ang araw ng pagdiriwang sa mga unang linggo ng Enero. Paminsan-minsan, ito ay tinatawag na at-home day ng Pangulo o open house. Sa bandang huli noong panahon ng panunungkulan ni Pangulong Corazon Aquino, pinalitan ang tawag na New Year's reception to Honneur. Dito sinalubong niya ang mga bisita ng karaniwang kinabibilangan ng mga government officials, former presidential families, member of the Congress, the Judiciary, the Diplomatic Corps, at business at social circles. Ayan, so gusto rin namin pasalamat sa RTVM, PTV, IBC 13 at Radyo ng Bayan. Once again, ako po si Carla Lizardo. Nandito po ako sa Palasyo ng Malacañan. And that is it for our coverage of the New Year's Honneur. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok at magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Happy New Year!